Hello everybody, Steve here from Never Too Late to Travel. Well, we're still here in Kanchanaburi and continuing our little tour of the city and just trying to discover new places that we can visit. Currently we're stood at the one of the historic landmarks here, which happens to be an 87-year-old paper mill located in 70 rai of land and quite close to the city centre. It was built in 1935 by an unknown German engineer, and this mill produced pulp for the country to print its own paper currency during the period of World War II. So I'll invite you with that to start having a walk around with me, and unfortunately we can't go in the building, but there is still quite a lot to see that might be of interest to a lot of people. Currently stood here by the ancient wall built in 1831 during the reign of Rama II, and that was to protect the Thai soldiers from the Burmese. So with that, we'll start off from the gate. Free entry, of course. But there is a little gatehouse there that you have to sign into, and then you're free to walk around the perimeter of the building. There are many signs there saying please do not enter. We're quite fortunate, we've got the 360X3 with us today with a 3-meter selfie stick, so hopefully we'll be able to poke through a few windows and show you what's inside. So with that, let's get going. So here at the arched entrance we have this little security hut, and there is a book outside that you just sign your name and leave your telephone number. To be honest, it's as simple as that. They say in terms of value, the plot and the vintage factory is estimated to be around 1.5 billion baht. So even though in this rundown condition, it's still got a high value price. Well loved by the local community. A lot of people in the immediate area would like it turned into a full and proper museum, but we'll have to see how that pans out in the near future. I think from the outside it resembles any rundown warehouse, but the factory has actually seen its glory days. When it was first built, it was a sign of modernity, and if you think 80 years ago, it was one of the first places in the province to have a TV, and its compound had a tennis court and a clubhouse and an amazing architecture. So here we are, the first view through one of the broken windows. This must have been one of the main printing floors. But we'll have a walk along here and see if we can find something else to show you. There's plenty of broken windows, I'm sure that we can manage to squeeze in and have a quick look for you. This window's looking promising. Oh wow, I really wasn't expecting to see that. I assumed that it was going to be very, very dark inside, and there wouldn't be an awful lot of machinery left in there to capture, but how fortunate we are, guys. This is a splendid view with the selfie. It must be one of the rotating paper wheel machines. And by the look of it, still in reasonable condition. Obviously some of the machines date back some considerable time, and I'm sure they'd be fascinated if they were modernised and painted and spruced up and turned into a museum. What a fantastic place this could be. And this is the far end of the printing warehouse, a little bit further down from the previous machinery, and still quite a lot of equipment left in, to be honest. I really do hope that they renovate it and turn into something for the community, because if it's done correctly it can generate a lot of income for the province. And as I previously said, set in 70 rye of land, it's not a small plot by any standards, and a working museum of some kind or other with modern printing machinery shown against the antique stuff would be absolutely amazing. And you've got ample room for new buildings, visitor centres and car parks. I mean, space really isn't an issue. But we're going to continue our walk. I don't really know what's here. I've seen a lot of people with cameras and videos going out, so there must be something else up here that we can discover. Oh, amazing! More old machinery still in situ. Absolutely fantastic. I really didn't expect to see this, guys. I'm a lover of antiques and old places, and I like to rummage through antique centres and flea markets and stuff. There's always something I find fascinating, and old machinery like this, it has a special place of interest within me. I mean, to be honest, guys, I thought this place would be a little bit more run down than it actually is. It seems to be standing up to the ravages of time in quite a spectacular way. And these two pieces of old ironwork appear to be some silos, maybe for the paper pulp. I'm not entirely sure, but looking with the plates and attachments on the bottom, I can only assume that it holds some kind of liquid. Certainly not for boiling. I think it's too big for that. And here we have one of the old fashioned lift chains. I can't call it an elevator, it's nowhere near that class, but it's a moving chain on a couple of cogs, I believe, and it would serve to actually lift small items between floors. Nevertheless, once it's modernised, it'd be very, very interesting to a lot of people. The outside is a little bit overgrown, so you really can't get to the other side of the building where I was videoing before, which is quite a shame. But nevertheless, I think there's still quite a lot here that you can photograph and find interest to. And to be honest, I don't know what these two buildings are. They look like a kind of a kiln or a drying oven of some kind. If anybody has any knowledge, maybe you would like to leave me a comment and tell me what they are. I'd be very, very interested. And if you look at the structure of the place, it's very, very well constructed and standing up to time. Certainly one of the tallest chimneys I've seen around this particular area. So judging by the size of it in its heyday, it must have had an awful lot of work to do on a daily basis. And I would imagine there'd be quite a fair bit of pollution coming from the works, and it's built high enough to let it get into the atmosphere without going over the houses and businesses, so to speak. As I say, it's one of these places that I find fascinating and discovered purely by chance. Looked at the internet and just happened to see it. And again, a little bit more close up of that initial piece of machinery that we came across. I don't actually know what it was for, but obviously it's something that's rotating. There's not an awful lot more to see, guys, but I will just show you the rest as we gradually walk back and go and find our car. We're going to try and head off and try and find the new skywalk here in Kanchanaburi. That's supposed to be quite interesting, so I'm hoping to be able to visit that today. And also visit the Death Railway again. It's been quite a few years since I've been in this area, so I'm quite looking forward to catching up and seeing what the changes are here. So with that, guys, this video is going to draw to a close. I'd like to thank you if you stuck it to the end. Your support for my channel is always appreciated, and if you'd like to see more of my trips and travels around Thailand and other parts of Asia, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support me, you'll see the little icon on the top of my header. Buy me a coffee. Always appreciated, and does help the channel to grow a little bit. So with that, guys, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.